Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's here. We finally have a teaser for the Backrooms movie by Kane Pixels, and to say that I'm excited is an absolute understatement. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and watch this trailer together, and then afterwards we're going to jump into a bit of an analysis and kind of a breakdown, because there's a couple of things that I think may come into play here, especially because there was a video that got posted on the Not Kane Pixels channel called Special Access Light Spectrum. And if that plays into what I think it might be, we might have to talk about the sun once again. I don't know. So let's not waste any more time, and let's go ahead and get started with the Backrooms Movie official teaser. Whoa. Good old A24. Here we go. What?
I found something.
Okay. Did you find?
It's... Holy shit.
It's massive in there. It just goes on and on and on. All these rooms. This place built though. Actually, more like it remembers them. And the more times it remembers something, the less it does.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's okay. that was extremely short, but that was so cool. Let me tell you this. If there is somebody out there that doesn't know what the Backrooms is, or just in general, this sort of angle for liminal space horror or anything like that, I feel like they did a really good job explaining what the premise is and what the expectation is of what this thing is, because maybe some people would be a little bit confused. It's really nice that they placed that conversation on top of the camera just going through the floor. That was honestly incredible. That whole sequence of going through the floors, that was so cool. So from the very beginning, it seems that this is the normal room, I guess. And then
I found something.
God, that's so cool. I found something. So automatically here, it's really wild when you look at the differences between the room above, how small the chair is compared to here. The chair is huge. And is that the light? Is it a light switch or a socket? It is a socket. The socket's gone. The socket's gone. The other stuff is gone, like on the floor, all the debris. There's also some weird like warping happening to the windows. What's insane to me though is that this is, I believe, one of the first times that we've seen like natural sunlight being mimicked. That's a whole nother scale here. That's a whole nother thing. And we're used to just seeing like the red lights, for example, or what looks like maybe blue skies somewhere. I don't know. But I think this is like the true like sunlight coming through, which is insane that we're seeing an outside world. We're seeing nature outside. So what's happening here? That's really cool. That's something to think about. So that brings me to the video from the Not Kane Pixels channel that said Special Access Light Spectrum. And when you kind of look into that, it can be very complicated, but there are like some summarizations of it. And it's definitely to the point where I believe it definitely points back at the sun as far as like the ultraviolet, the UV rays and stuff like that. So maybe what's happening here is not only a quest for space, for infinite space, but a way to harness infinite energy, you know, in some way, shape, or form, be it through like, you know, solar or anything like that. I'm not too familiar, obviously, with special access light spectrum, but from the the little bit of a dive that I did into it, it seems like the release of that video right before this, I don't think that that is necessarily a coincidence. I don't think that that is a coincidence at all. I believe that what we're looking at here is perhaps a direct connection to special access light spectrum as a way to explain what we're looking at here, because this is insane. I don't think it's ever done this before. And if the Backrooms is able to mimic this sort of thing, that is terrifying. But where exactly is all this power, all this lighting coming from? Who knows? But again, this is the very next stage, because afterwards it just starts to degrade. This is so cool. Just seeing like the door get recessed, the window just get like placed somewhere else. It doesn't make sense. The big chair gets all flattened to the point that then everything just disappears, and then we have nothing but like an archway. Like this is like so cool. And then we land here. And I did check out that the panels above this, or excuse me, the floors above this are done in Blender. I just found that. And that this, what we're looking at, is an actual set. This is the actual physical set, which is really cool. I love this. Man. For everybody, even myself, I feel like there was times where I repeatedly talked about how the Backrooms was constantly mimicking, or tried to mimic, I guess, and it failed. And we're seeing that happen in real time, along with the message here. The more it remembers something, the less it does, and it becomes less and less of its originating self. What is happening? This is so cool. And I'm wondering right now, if we're going to explore not just what we see here, but the other sections that are right above it, because it's implying that there's different. Now we're seeing an implication that it's not just this place, or the places. Maybe we're going to explore something like maybe the place that we're living in is part of it. I don't know. I feel like there's so many cool things that could happen. And what I was going to say earlier, I was actually going to talk about the special access light spectrum here at this point towards the end of the video, but I saw that one scene, or I saw that one floor in this video, and I had to talk about it then because we see the sun in there. And remember, a while back I talked about how the beginning stages of this entire project was probably kickstarted when there was a huge solar storm that hit planet Earth way back in the 70s. And so with that being said, I wonder if we just continually get pushed into this concept of light and the sun, spectral, and I'm assuming that the conversation that we're hearing is between Chiwetel's and Renata's character, I believe. I don't know their names yet. I don't think that those character names have been released yet, but that whole entire sentence was such a great way to, catch people up. People that have no idea what to expect, now they know what to expect. And it is a very, very subtle thing. I like this. It's exactly what I was expecting. And I cannot wait for this movie. All in all, this teaser was fantastic. I cannot wait to see if there's going to be another trailer. I can't wait to see if there's going to be any updates between then. But I'm ready. I cannot express to you how excited I am for this movie. And I hope you guys are too. If you have any theories or comments regarding the teaser, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'm really interested, as always, to see what you all have to say regarding the Backrooms series. And of course, anything that ties into some of the theories that we've been crafting. And I don't know, maybe I feel like at this point, I may want to do some sort of like some sort of a look back, if you will. I would like to do a thoughts and speculation at this point in time, because I feel like it's necessary for me to I feel like it would be a great idea for me to kind of like, label out the things that I would like to see for the movie. And maybe you can tell me what you would like to see in the movie as well. So I feel like that's a video that I would like to work on. Well, folks, we finally watched it. It's here. We have a release date of May 29th, 2026. And that's really, really soon. Honestly, I feel like we're approaching March. And once April rolls around, then that's it. Oh man, it's almost here and I can't wait for that. All right, so that is all the time that I have for today. And if you did enjoy watching, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to catch us next time that we do a reaction, an interview, or a deep dive of sorts. That does remind me that I interviewed Kane a couple times in the past, and if you're interested in checking out those interviews for not only the Backrooms series, but his oldest View series, I placed a link in the description below. All right, as always, folks, take care. Peace. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.